But Shadow, they couldn't balance CACs. Yes, they absolutely could. And I'm sorry for making a fourth video on this? I think this is the fourth video on this. I'm sorry for making a fourth video on this, but it needs to happen. I'm dying for it. Please. Alright, now that the regular begging's out of the way, this is how they would balance CACs. So Tenkaichi still has all their stuff, I'm sure. Like, they still have the item customization, the power customization. I mean, it's how you change, like, base Goku Spirit Bomb and stuff. So, all of them would have that stuff, like, to an extent. Like, they wouldn't have anything crazy like being able to get full ki every time they switch out or something like that. Like, that would be insane. Or being able to like, just have super armor in some of their attacks, or make some of their attacks unblockable. Just none of that stuff that was in the unbalanced side of the first Raging Blast. Like, that wouldn't happen. Everybody would have, like, the same kind of items and equipment that you could put across the board, and there would be really no way to abuse it. All they have to do is just not add anything blatantly broken, like they did in Raging Blast 1, where they had this one skill that would make Android 17 and 18, every time they subbed out, they would get full ki, and they could do it as much as they wanted, and they would immediately always get full ki, and you couldn't stop that. And they also had an unblockable ultimate, which I don't know what they were thinking, but that was just something that you could do. It was crazy. But I'm assuming this game won't have that, because I think that this game is actually going to get support and will be cared for. There's not really anything I can really say to this, because, like, there's no feasible way that CACs are insanely broken, because they're going to have a fighting style of a cast character that's already in the game, and you'll know what cast character is based on either A, their stance, or B, you can just have something below their CACs that says this fighting style is, or fighting style dot semicolon, and then show you who it is. Like, it wouldn't be that hard and that unrecognizable. And as for the super attacks and ultimate attacks that you could change, all you would have to do is nothing. I mean, it would not be broken to just give yourselves customizable super attacks and ultimate attacks. Like, I mean, the closest thing that you could come to an argument is, like, you're in close quarters and they pop an ultimate, but, like, that ultimate could get snuffed out by a square triangle in the old games, so I don't see why it would have the same level of priority. It's not like It's not like Fighters, where when you do a raw ultimate, it's completely invincible, because that's not what they did in the previous game, so I wouldn't assume they do it here. And also, it's Tenkaichi. It's not made to be insanely competitive. Like, insanely competitive would be Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, that's the most competitive fighting Dragon Ball game that we have, and that serves its purpose. It serves to appeal to the competitive fighters, and that's not saying Tenkaichi can't be competitive, because it definitely can. It's just competitive in a more showy way, like a more flashy kind of way, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, because I love the series. It's my baby. It's the most important video game of my childhood, I believe. I'm only making this video because I've heard many people ask about balancing and say that CACs can't happen due to balancing. And that is the most nonsensical argument I've ever heard, because it just doesn't make sense on any levels, especially for a Tenkaichi style game and what we've had before. It just doesn't make sense how you can say that's unbalanced. Like, keep in mind, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, no, Z Broly and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 had this armor ability that only big characters had, like Hirudegan, Grade 8 Vegeta. They had the same armor level, so they were immune to Ki Blasts. But CACs are where we draw the line? Like, you're really gonna say, no, we don't need any of that customization or diversity, all because of balancing that's easily fixable and easy to apply? I don't see the sense to it. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant about the one complaint that I've heard that doesn't even make sense. But either way, hopefully I've changed the mind of some people that didn't want CACs before. And I hope you guys have a nice day. See you guys.